Picture this, it's 3 a.m. in Silicon Valley. While other entrepreneurs are having panic attacks over their quarterly reports, one CEO sits calmly in her office watching her company's stock price plummet. She doesn't scream, she doesn't fire anyone. Instead, she opens an ancient Roman text and reads Marcus Aurelius. By morning, she's crafted a comeback strategy that will make business school professors weep with joy. Welcome to the world of Stoic entrepreneurship, where ancient wisdom meets modern business warfare. And yes, it's about to change everything you thought you knew about success. The philosophy that built empires. Imagine if Marcus Aurelius had access to venture capital. The Roman emperor, who literally wrote the book on Stoicism while managing the largest empire in history, understood something that modern entrepreneurs are just rediscovering. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or accepting defeat. It's about developing an operating system for your mind that makes you virtually unbreakable. While others lose their minds over market volatility, Stoic entrepreneurs view every crisis as data, every failure as curriculum, every competitor as a sparring partner in the grand gymnasium of business. The dichotomy of control in business. Here's where it gets fascinating. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of history's greatest philosophers, discovered the ultimate business hack 2,000 years before anyone invented the term productivity. He divided everything into two categories: things you can control and things you can't. You can't control market crashes, customer complaints, or your competitor's next move, but you can control your response, your preparation, and your next decision. Stoic entrepreneurs don't waste energy fighting gravity. They build rockets instead. They focus 100% of their mental resources on their sphere of influence, creating what modern psychologists call internal locus of control. The secret ingredient in every self-made billionaire's recipe. Now let's talk about the elephant in the boardroom. Emotions. Traditional business culture treats emotions like kryptonite. Stoic entrepreneurship treats them like raw data from your internal sensors. When you feel fear before a big presentation, that's your system alerting you to prepare better. When you feel angry at a competitor's move, that's intel about market dynamics. Seneca, who managed to become Rome's wealthiest citizen while serving as advisor to Nero, possibly history's most challenging boss, developed what we might call emotional jujitsu. Instead of fighting feelings, he used them as fuel. Fear became caution. Anger became motivation. Setbacks became strategy sessions. Modern neuroscience confirms what he intuited. Emotional regulation literally rewires your brain for better decision-making. Here's where Stoicism gets almost supernatural. The Stoics invented a technique called premeditatio malorum, basically mental time travel to prepare for disasters. Imagine you could send your consciousness forward in time, experience every possible business catastrophe, then return to the present with complete immunity to surprise. That's exactly what Stoic entrepreneurs do every morning. They mentally rehearse their product launch failing, their key employee quitting, their funding falling through. Not to become pessimistic, but to become antifragile. When the actual crisis hits, and it always does, they're not paralyzed by shock. They're already 3 moves ahead, executing contingency plans they've been refining in their minds for months. It's like having a supercomputer that runs millions of business simulations while you sleep. Let's get practical. Modern Stoic entrepreneurs follow what I call the SAGE protocol: situation awareness, acceptance of reality, goal-focused action, and emotional equilibrium. During the 2020 pandemic, while most businesses panicked, Stoic entrepreneurs calmly assessed, what's the new reality? What opportunities does this create? What can we control right now? They didn't waste time lamenting the old normal, they built the new one. Take the story of the restaurant owner who lost 80% of her revenue overnight. Instead of drowning in despair, she applied Stoic principles, accepted the new constraints, identified what she could control, her delivery system, and pivoted so effectively that she ended up more profitable than before. The Stoics called this the obstacle as the way. Modern business calls it disruption. Same concept, 2,000-year head start. The virtue-driven business model. Here's what separates Stoic entrepreneurs from the hustle culture crowd. They're playing an infinite game. While others chase quarterly profits, Stoic entrepreneurs build on the 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Wisdom means making decisions based on data, not emotions. Courage means taking calculated risks when others freeze. Justice means creating value for all stakeholders, not just shareholders. Temperance means sustainable growth, not boom and bust cycles. This isn't just philosophical fluff. It's the secret sauce of companies that survive multiple economic cycles. Think about the businesses you truly respect. They probably embody these principles without realizing they're practicing ancient philosophy. Stoic entrepreneurs don't just build companies. They build legacies that would make Marcus Aurelius himself want to invest. The paradox of detached engagement. Now we reach the mind-bending paradox that makes Stoic entrepreneurship so powerful. How do you care deeply about your business while remaining emotionally detached from outcomes? It's like being a passionate scientist studying your own life. You're completely invested in the process, but you don't let the results destroy your equilibrium. Stoic entrepreneurs work with the intensity of someone whose life depends on it, but with the calm of someone who knows that their identity doesn't. This creates what psychologists call optimal performance state, maximum effort with minimum anxiety. You make better decisions because you're not clouded by desperation. You take smarter risks because you're not paralyzed by fear of failure. You negotiate more effectively because you're genuinely prepared to walk away. It's the ultimate competitive advantage, caring without clinging. Building your Stoic business practice. Ready to upgrade your entrepreneurial operating system? Start with the morning reflection. What can I control today? What problems might arise? How will I maintain my principles under pressure? End each day with an evening review. What did I learn? Where did I act according to my values? How can I improve tomorrow? When crisis hits, and it will, ask yourself, what would Marcus Aurelius do if he ran a startup? The answer is usually gather information, accept reality, focus on your response, and view the challenge as an opportunity to practice virtue. Remember, every successful entrepreneur is already practicing elements of Stoicism. They just don't realize they're part of a philosophical tradition that's been producing unshakable leaders for over 2 millennia. The only difference is that now you have the manual. As we hurtle toward an uncertain future filled with artificial intelligence, climate change, and economic volatility, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism becomes more relevant, not less. The entrepreneurs who will thrive in the next decade won't be the ones with the most funding or the flashiest technology. They'll be the ones with the most unshakable mindset. They'll be the modern Stoics who understand that true wealth isn't just in your bank account. It's in your ability to maintain wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, regardless of external circumstances. So here's your challenge. Take these ancient principles and build something that would make both Marcus Aurelius and your investors proud. Create a business without fuss, drama, or unnecessary complexity. Build something that serves others, grows sustainably, and survives any storm. After all, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And the Stoics? They've been growing forests of wisdom for over 2,000 years. Time to plant yours.